And somebody who was on top this last week as well was Asia Wilson. She got her signature shoe, y'all. Okay, that deserves a burr, 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 burr. I know I don't do it very well. I should have that app that does it because that wasn't cute. However, it has been a long time coming. They announced that in 2025, the Asia One will be coming. It's going to be on shelves very briefly because people are going to buy those things up the moment that they hit the shelves. And it was an amazing, well, the way that they rolled it out at Asia's old stomping grounds in South Carolina, at a preseason game, you couldn't build the emotion more, right? And then she comes out with this shirt that says, "Of course I have a shoe.com." And of course, everyone, I know I did. I went straight to the of course I have a shoe.com to see what was going on. And if there was like pictures or anything like that, I was really excited to do that. And so the way that they rolled out was great. I will just say this one thing. Of course, I'm kind of like, because,
Why?
Nike hasn't had this. Asia will be the first Black Nike WNBA player to have a shoe since Cheryl Swoops in 2002. And it's like, of course, it's just a little strong there for me because a lot of pressure had to be applied. I know that they say that Asia has been in the lab working on the shoe for over 2 years now, I believe, which is, definitely could be the case,
Are
but
you
I'm
not
just saying
buying that?
I'm not buying the of course situation because it hasn't been something that has been freely given to Black players in a really, really long time. So it was just, to me, of course, was a very strong statement to make. Like, of course she's going to get a shoe. It's like, well, we haven't known that for years that a Black player, a WNBA player would get a shoe because they haven't. So I don't know. It was
I
kind of a lot. The
I
statement was a
also
lot for
think
me.
I also think the timing of it, not necessarily like the behind the scenes aspect of it, but I feel like the timing of it in terms of the announcement coming off of the heels of Caitlin Clark announcing hers and then all the discourse that happened after that might have maybe spoiled the reveal a little bit because it comes across, not saying that that's what it is, but it comes across that like all of the complaining and the highlighting the issue and the discrepancy and like who has a signature shoe and who doesn't, and Caitlin Clark just got here, how does she have a shoe? It seems like that was the pressure cooker essentially for Nike to come out with this announcement, which again, for people who, understand marketing and business and fashion and all those things are in the works a very long time before they're announced. I just think that the announcement kind of, because of how much it overlapped with that conversation and that announcement, it comes across as very much like, okay, here, shut up, like leave us alone. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It probably would have been better to maybe space that out a little bit more, or announce that. I don't know why it took them so long to announce that if it's been in the works. You know what I mean? Like if it's been in the works for 2+ years, like why not announce it after the championship was won last year? Why not announce it over the summer? Why not? You know what I mean? I don't know. The timing's just odd. And I can see why there would be some pushback on the timing from the general public.
Yeah, and in no way is this an indictment on anything that Asia Wilson is doing because she doesn't have the control over when her signature shoe would be given to her or when it would come out. But I would just say that Nike or any organization that has the power to give people shoes, signature shoes, or anything that they're due, I would just look at the cadence of which you're doing it, who you're giving them to the most and why, those types of things. And to that is why I say of course, it was just a little confusing to me because there's nothing about responding to pressure and not looking at the rate at which you give people shoes in which you don't and all of that. It doesn't merit an of course. Like it hasn't earned an of course. So that is the only thing that I had with it. But what I will say is I'm really excited that Asia is going to have her shoe. I'm going to buy them for everybody, including myself. I mean, everyone and their mom is going to have a pair for me for Christmas or whatever, whatever the case may be. I will be supporting because she deserves the shoe. She deserves to have them sell out. The shoes are going to be phenomenal, especially with the care that she's saying that she's putting into them, the attention to detail. And all in all, despite everything that, everyone brought up about the shoe, it culminates into her getting one. And I am glad because she deserves the signature shoe that is on the way.